Okay, hello everybody. Welcome, and it is Riddle Me Din Din on Independence Day. So riddle me your independence. American subscribers and guildies, happy 4th of July. Thank you for being some of my very first subscribers since the very beginning of my VTubing journey. I wanted to honor you today with a little Independence picnic. Now, let me see, I move here. I couldn't think of a nicer picture right now for today. This looks so scrumptious. And the 3-part mini menu that I have put together for you today, also scrumptious. A little bit different. Not the usual. And not the menu I gave you for the last holiday you were celebrating. But I thought it's okay to do something different. So, what I'm looking at for you today is a little menu that picks up on the red, white, and blue theme. So tonight's a special Riddle Me Din Din. We are traveling to the United States of America. I tip my hat to my American subscribers. And tonight's 3-part mini menu will feature something red, something white, and something blue. Woohoo! Now, I know the likelihood is my American subscribers are outdoors at a cookout, a barbecue, a bonfire, a campfire. But if you are staying home and looking for something new to try just for fun, I think I put together an interesting little trio for you tonight. And you could try it any time. The party doesn't have to end at midnight. So, take a look at this. And so, here we go. Round 1 are something red. Riddle me this. I'm red, but I'm not a stoplight. I'm sweet, but I am not an M&M. I'm sometimes in a jam, but I'm not a car during rush hour. I'm a fruit, but I'm not an apple. I'm often a flavor of yogurt, but I am not a raspberry. What am I? Riddle number 2. My motor revs, but I'm no rocket. I'll hit you deep within your pocket. I'm a little tart. Don't be afraid. Unless life's gift, then quick, seek aid. What am I? Riddle number 3. I come from crystals and melt into a treat. Add me to your tea to make it sweet. What am I? Well, this is quite possibly the shortest little menu item I've ever given. Let's review. In riddle number 1, I'm red but I'm not a stoplight. I'm sweet but I'm not an M&M. What am I talking about? I'm talking about strawberries. And it's strawberry seasons on our farms out there. Canadian and American guildies, North Americans, we've got strawberries. Let's make use of them. We're going to need 4.5 cups of strawberries. Fresh or frozen, either one, whichever you have. In riddle number 2, my motor revs, but I'm no rocket. I'm tart. Alright, I'm talking about lemon juice. And we're going to need a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. In riddle number 3, I'm crystals that melt into a treat, put me in tea to make it sweet. I'm talking about, I'm gonna drop a name brand here, Red Path granulated sugar. So the white sugar crystals. So Venus, what will this make? Well, M-Soul, it's strawberry season, and this will make a yummy strawberry jam with no pectin added. And so this strawberry jam recipe, it's going to yield about 4 little jars of jam. Prep time 10 minutes, cook time 25 minutes, not so bad. And we can use this for all sorts of things. So here's how we're going to prepare it. You're going to crush the fruit and add some lemon juice and sugar and stir it all together. You're going to cook it over a low heat until the sugar is dissolved. I like to stir it a lot while this is happening, actually, so the sugar doesn't burn. And turn the heat up to high and bring the mixture to a boil. Once it's up to boil, cook for 15 to 20 minutes until the mixture thickens and darkens in color, or until the mixture reaches, if you have a candy thermometer, fancy you, it's going to be 220 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 105 degrees Celsius. Then, once it hits that, you're going to transfer to sterilized jars leaving 1 centimeter of space at the top. Seal it and store it. In the chef's tips, making this jam without pectin is easy. You just have to cook it for longer. And this recipe produces a very thick, rich tasting jam. If you like your jam a bit looser, cook it for 5 minutes less than the suggested cooking time. So instead of 15 to 20 minutes, do it 10 to 15 minutes. But this thick jam is really wonderful to taste. It can be used as a base for many other recipes, and I will be having an episode coming out within the week for just recipes that can use this jam. But if you're super hungry right now, and this is supposed to be a dinner menu, here's what the farmers in my area are doing with this freshly made strawberry jam. They're making it into a type of grilled cheese sandwich where you put this jam in a layer with the bread on top of either a cream cheese or a ricotta or cottage cheese or even a white cheddar. And a bonus, you top it with thin slices of apple for more of a foodie adventure in your mouth. And the farmers around here are calling this combo a toasted strawberry panini. I really love it. It's really yummy. And if you're not into being that fancy, remember that a simple toast with butter and jam is still a fabulous little meal with a nice cup of tea or other comfort drink of your choice. And we've got ourselves our sandwich for the evening. Now, you know I'll never leave you with just a sandwich. So what else do we have on your menu? Well, that covered the red. Alrighty, my celebratory mortal souls, ready for something white? Here comes round 2. It's a little more involved, but it's really worth it and a great combo to go with a sandwich. Now, riddle me this. I'm a handsome white veggie that's truly a flower. I remind you broccoli and bring phyto power. What am I? Riddle number 2. I am a plant with thick pale leaves that tastes bitter and that are eaten cooked as a vegetable. What am I? Dun, 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 dun. Riddle number 3. What are a twin's favorite fruit? Riddle number 4. I come from a Roman cow, and I'm named for a river in the area. What am I? Riddle number 5. This was the love of Popeye's life. Who was she? Riddle number 6. What did the lime say to the grapefruit? Riddle number 7. Chefs love me because I have a pinchable texture and I stick better to foods than my cousin. What am I? Riddle number 8. I am the world's most traded spice, and you'll find me inside most kitchens in a shaker or a mill. What am I? Dun dun dun. Riddle number 9. I am an ancient dairy dessert sourced from many animals, from cows to sheep to yak to camel. What am I? Riddle number 10. I'm a thick, cold, and creamy sauce commonly used on sandwiches, hamburgers, composed salads, and French fries. What am I? I'm getting hungry thinking about it. Riddle number 11. How did the hipster burn his mouth? And finally, riddle number 12. I am a naturally occurring mineral with a coarse grain. What am I? Okay, bit of a mystery, lots to solve here. For our something white tonight, riddle number 1, let's review. A handsome white veggie that's truly a flower. We're talking about cauliflower. And in fact, we're talking about more than that. For this very white monochromatic dish, we need about 3/4 pound each of winter white vegetables. So that includes cauliflowers mixed with fennel bulbs, mixed with daikon radishes, and even turnips. Whichever, any combination of these, you need 3/4 pounds of each. All the whites. In riddle number 2, a plant with thick pale leaves, it tastes bitter. It is endive. We're going to need 2 white endives to separate the leaves. In riddle number 3, what are twins' favorite fruit? Pears. Twins are a pair? They love pears? Yeah. Well, we're going to need 1 Asian pear or a fern bosque pear. Half them lengthwise, core them, and thinly slice the pieces. You know, I actually really do enjoy pears added to combinations of savory dishes. I love it. Okay. In riddle number 4, something that comes from an Italian or a Roman cow, and it's named for a river. It's the Piave River. So we're talking about, we need 3 ounces of Piave cheese, and we're going to shave that cheese to drop it into the ingredients. Now, if you don't have the fancy schmancy Piave cheese, you're looking for a white cheese. Now, for some of you out there who love cheddar, there are white cheddars out there. Go for the white. In riddle number 5, Popeye's love of his life is that extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to need 1 teaspoon of I mean it. Dirty-minded you. All right. Riddle number 6. What did the lime say to the grapefruit? Aren't you glad you're not a lemon? Dad jokes aside. No, we're actually not in this case. In this case, we will need 1 teaspoon of finely grated lemon zest, and save that juice because we're going to need 3 tablespoons of the fresh lemon juice divided. Okay, so we're going to get the 3 tablespoons of lemon juice out of that lemon. We're going to grate up that lemon zest. We're going to need that. And riddle number 7, chefs love me because I have a pinchable texture. We're talking about flaky sea salt. And you're going to add it to taste. We'll find out when we get there. In riddle number 8, the world's most traded spice found in a shaker or mill, it's actually ground black pepper. And we're going to use that to taste as well. Riddle number 9, an ancient dairy dessert sourced from many animals from cow to camel? Ugh, I don't know. I've never tried it. You guys might really love it out there. I just don't know. Excuse me. But what is it? It's whole milk yogurt. So we're going to need a 1/2 cup of whole milk yogurt for this. And riddle number 10, a thick, cold, and creamy sauce commonly used in sandwiches, burgers, salads, fries. It's mayonnaise. And we're going to need a 1/4 cup of mayo. In riddle number 11, how did the hipster burn his mouth? He ate garlic bread long before it was cool. So, like my dad, I have to say, it just came out of the oven, and they pop it right in their mouth right away, even though you say, wait, I just took it out of the oven, and they burn themselves. Do you know anyone like this? That's my dad. So this hipster, that's how he burnt his mouth. Long before it was cool. We're not talking about cool trendy. We're talking about cool as in cooled down after being in the oven. But either way, we're going to need 1 garlic clove finely grated. And now, riddle number 12. Naturally occurring mineral with a coarse grain. It's kosher salt. And so we're going to need 2 different kinds of salt here because they each serve a different purpose. One is a finisher and one is used for the cooking process. So, did you know different salts for different purposes? That's something I learned today looking all this up. So Venus, you may ask, what does this make? Straight from New York City, this is an American dish. So I'm not letting you down, my 4th of July celebratory M-Souls. This is straight from New York City. It's called winter salad, and I don't care what season it is. It's all white. It's monochromatic. It looks gorgeous. Purely white dish when it's done. It's fabulously white. It's tasty. It smells great. It's yummy at any season. And so, it's a winter salad. Main feature, the cauliflower. Now, what are we going to do with it? Here's how we prepare it. Step 1, you're going to trim the stems off all the vegetables. You're going to cut out and core the cauliflower if you're using it. Thinly slice the vegetables crosswise. So they're about a 1/4 inch thick. You want them all to be about the same thickness if you can manage that, so they can cook thoroughly together at the same time. Step 2, toss the vegetables, the endives, the pear, the cheese in a larger bowl. Just toss it up. Get your hands in there, or your big fork and your big spoon thing. You know, it looks like scissors, but it's for salad. Add your oil and 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice on top. You're going to season this with the sea salt and the pepper. And using your hands, toss that salad until it's well coated. Now, you're going to chill it. And you don't have to cover it up when you're putting it in the fridge. I think, though, if you have many different kinds of foods in your fridge, you should cover it up to preserve its own flavors and its own scent for itself while you prepare the dressing. Now, separately, in step 3, you're going to whisk together the yogurt, the mayo, the garlic, the lemon zest, and the remaining 2 tablespoons of the lemon juice in a small bowl. You're going to season that with the kosher salt. And in step 4, arrange about 1/4 of the salad on a large platter. Drizzle some of the dressing over it, letting it fall into the nooks and crannies of the vegetables. Add another 1/4 of the salad, drizzle with the dressing. See, we're layering it just like a lasagna, but vegetarian, in the same manner. You're going to repeat this process until you put in all the salad and all the dressing. You're going to season again with the kosher salt and pepper on top to taste. Make sure no one's allergic to any of that before you serve it, and ahead of time. The dressing can be made 1 day ahead of everything else, but not more than that if you want to get the benefits of the flavors. Cover and chill. Vegetables can be sliced 1 day ahead. Wrap in wet paper towels and place it in a resealable bag and chill that too if you're prepping in advance and you just want to throw it all together the day that you're serving it. So give these recipes a try, Soul, and let me know in the comments below how much you liked it. How have you changed it in any of these recipes to make it more personal to your own taste? But this is the white of our menu today. Now, we've got the red, we've got the white, and now for something true blue, and it really will be. Round 3 starts now. Riddle me this. I'm a yellow fruit that you might eat at lunch. When there's a group of me, we're known as a bunch. What am I? Hi, Hero Flame. You're just about to get a blue recipe to celebrate American Independence Day. It's July 4th. I'm not throwing any fireworks today, but I am throwing a really neat menu at you. How are you doing today? So get ready. I'll repeat this riddle for you. So this is for our blue menu item. I'm a yellow fruit that you might eat at lunch. When there's a group of me, we're known as a bunch. Hero, what do you think that is? I'll let you guess. I'll give you time to guess. Okay, I'm going to move on. Riddle number 2. This is a type of small fruit which is fuzzy on the outside. Cut it open and it's green on the inside. It has small black seeds on the inside. What is it? Awesome for the fireworks. Thank you. I love fireworks. They make me so happy. All right, remember that you said that. Hero says the first thing, the bunch is about bananas, so we're going to find out soon. And the next one was fuzzy on the outside, green on the inside. Any idea, Hero, what food item that would be? And I know we may have a tiny lag, but that's okay. I'm going to go on to riddle number 3. This is a popular tropical fruit, which is used in pina colada. Its inside is yellow, sweet and juicy, while the outside is much harder. What is it? And I know this grows in tropical places, and I think it grows in the islands in the Caribbean too. Okay, riddle number 4. I don't drink cow milk because I'm not a baby cow. However, what? Okay, so for riddle number 1, Hero Flame is guessing it's bananas. Riddle number 2, Hero's guessing it's kiwi fruit. I'll tell you in a moment. I just got a couple more to rhyme off, and then I'll tell you the answers. So, good guessing, Hero. Keep going. All right. Riddle number 5. I boost the production of white blood cells and antibodies that fight viruses and bacteria in your body. What am I? This is something... These clues are just not enough to be able to guess that one. If you guess this one, Hero, I'm going to be... you're going to be my hero on another level. It's not an expected ingredient. But it will be why this particular recipe will turn blue. Okay. Riddle number 6. Call someone by my name and you're really saying that you're better than them. What am I? This was actually a really funny fun fact that I found out just today when I was looking up this particular fruit. I'll love to tell you in just a moment what it is. Okay. Riddle number 7, it's the last one. This is something that grows on a tree. It is a fruit that is green or red, and it said gravity was discovered when one of these fell on Newton's head. What is it? I'm under a tree here. I hope nothing falls on me. Dun 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 dun. That is the special effects budget for the evening. Okay, Hero Flame, I'm gonna tell you. You were correct. In riddle number 1, the thing that is yellow and in a group, it's a bunch, it is bananas. You were correct. In riddle number 2, the small fuzzy fruit, fuzzy on the outside, cut it open, and it's green on the inside, is a kiwi. Absolutely. So in this recipe, we need 2 frozen bananas that are peeled, and we're going to need 2 kiwis that are peeled. In riddle number 3, the popular tropical fruit used in pina colada, we're talking about a pineapple. We're going to need 1 cup of fresh pineapple chunks. In riddle number 4, I don't drink cow milk because I'm not a baby cow. However, I do drink almond milk because I'm a little nutty. Well, I used a pun there, but I was reaching. We're going to need 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk for this recipe. In riddle number 5, I boost the production of white blood cells and antibodies that fight viruses and bacteria in your body. I found this fascinating. And what this is actually is something called blue spirulina powder. And we need 2 teaspoons of blue spirulina powder. It has to be blue spirulina powder because we need it to turn this particular recipe blue. And, you know, spirulina, when I think of that, I think of the fish flakes we feed fish if we have a fish tank. But this is edible stuff, and I think, if I'm not wrong, it comes from a seaweed, a seaweed crop that they dry out. All right, in riddle number 6, call someone by my name, and you're really saying that you're better than them? So basically, we're talking about blueberries, and apparently if you call you're such a blueberry, what you're saying is that person's like a dumb bunny. Kind of thing. So if I'm mad at you, blueberry, that's apparently... You're saying that you're better than them. So we're going to need a 1/2 cup of fresh blueberries. And I do know they're being sold in the markets now. Riddle number 7. This is something that grows on a tree. It's a fruit that is green or red. And gravity was discovered when it fell on Newton's head. We're talking about an apple. Now this recipe is calling for specifically a small Fuji apple. We need a 1/2 of the small Fuji apple. Thinly sliced and cut into 1-inch flower shapes. I won't be so fancy with flower shapes, I suppose. And I'm going to pick just whatever apple I have in the house, because I'm sure whatever apple you pick is the apple whose flavor you like. Now, You may ask Venus, what does this make? This is called a mermaid smoothie bowl. The prep time is 5 minutes. It serves 2 people, and it features a fabulously rich blue color, which is why I chose it. Thank you, Hero. You were solving them pretty well there. This is blue for a red, white, and blue menu to honor Independence Day for all of our American subscribers who are celebrating this July 4th. So here's what I can tell you. Putting this smoothie bowl together, which is actually really good for anybody who's trying to lose weight. Smoothie bowls are a big thing for a lot of people watching their weight. Here's how we put it together. You combine the bananas, kiwi, pineapple, almond milk, and spirulina in the blender. You're going to blend it on high until it's smooth, which will take about 2 minutes. Divide the smoothie between 2 different bowls. Then you're going to top it with blueberries and the apple slices. And in the chef's tip, it says you can refrigerate this, it's like a pudding, for up to 3 days. After 3 days, it's done. Throw it out. So eat it right away. If you feel like this mixture is too thick, you can add a bit of water into it. I tend to put some ice cubes with fruits in a blender with the almond milk, so it's more like a slushy, so I get a little more water into my diet. And they're saying use about 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. Some people also add a dash of vanilla extract and even blackberries to top this up because it'll just complement the very blue color of the smoothie bowl. And the key to this glorious blue color, you're going to look for blue spirulina powder. It's protein-rich supplement made from blue-green algae. Can be found in natural food stores, or you can order it online. Amazon, I could find it online. Of course, if you're stuck for this ingredient, you can always use a few drops of blue food coloring into the almond milk, but I would not recommend that if you can get away with finding the spirulina. All right. These are all of my menu items. So here, if you weren't here in the beginning, I know we have a lag when you're in. I started with a nice strawberry jam, very, very red color, which you could put on toast or make a panini with it, layering it with some kind of white soft cheese, cream cheese, ricotta, cream cheese, or like a white cheddar, and toast it up as a strawberry panini. And then I did the recipe for the white menu. That's a little more involved, but it's basically a cauliflower type based salad, and it's called a winter salad just because it's winter white, but a very nice salad to go with the sandwich. And then finally our blue menu drink, the mermaid smoothie bowl. I really love it, which I think you could sip as well. If you don't want to eat it with a spoon, you could sip it, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'm back, and I'm glad that you found me online. Finally back this month, getting back into the rhythm of this show schedule. And I posted this show schedule also in the community tab. When you check out my YouTube channel, you'll see that I posted it there, Hero, so you'll know my times. And I'm really happy to be back. I feel pretty good. This is a kind of an unusual combination menu, but I figure tonight the Americans are really out there cooking out on a campfire or a bonfire, or they're on the land somewhere, or having a picnic somewhere, barbecuing. But I just wanted to feature this menu, red, white, and blue, just to honor their day, and to show something for people that are staying home, what they can throw together in the theme mood of the colors of this wonderful. even your name and your messages are red and white, and I'm the blue. So I'm glad you're going to check them out. Thank you. Well, for the past couple days I've been able to take care a little better. I've been swimming first thing in the morning every day. I've started to have people recognize me, and we say hello in passing and chit chat, so it's a little more friendly now. Being new to the town, starting to sort of meet a few people like in places where I go repeatedly, and I'm going to swim locally as much as I can because we've got a heat wave going on here, and we've got those the Canadian fires, all this smoke, and with the firecrackers the past couple of days celebrating Canada's Day and now Independence Day for the Americans that are up here. I've seen some Florida license plates running around and some Georgia license plates running around because we're up in the mountains over here. So it's been a bit hard to breathe, a bit hot in the afternoon. So I go swimming middle of the day because I don't have air conditioning. So, and then I take a little nap, and then I'm here. I did a lot of work on producing some episodes, some Riddle Me stuff that are not treats to eat, but treats to make and use in your home. And they're going to be popping out one a day for the next few days. So there'll be something new for you to look at as well. So I'm starting to regenerate. I'm starting to get my scripts finally produced. So we have some shows, and I'm still having fun finding different clothing to wear. Let me back up so I can show you my t-shirt. Found this t-shirt. I thought it was pretty cute. Yay. Yeah. And so I'm getting my energy back. I don't have the crutches anymore. I am swimming. The swimming, I'll be honest, is probably the best thing I could do for my health. And I'm really sticking to a lot of water. I've topped up my ice cube bags of ice cubes in the freezer today. I've been eating watermelon. I've been looking for the deals. And I've learned that buying a big piece of watermelon, I'm just using a spoon to scoop it right out of the shell. How's that for not wanting to cook all summer long? I'm doing the best I can not to cook because I think I'm giving myself food poisoning. So yeah, and I found this wonderful view with a little farm in the background. See that little farm back there? I love it. I think that's part of Americana. And so, yeah, and I love this spread. Somebody took some effort here. I love the flowers. So, just some good colors. Just some good colors to wear. I look good in these colors. So I wanted to do something in the spirit of the day and honor that, and that's always fun when I find a theme. So far in the Riddle Me Din Dins Hero Flame, I've been able to visit recipes from Burma, Vietnam, the United States, and Canada, of course. And I'm going to continue to use this month and next month to travel around to help everyone sample things. Oh, I did one for Jamaica too. Yes, I did. So I've been to the Caribbean just a little, and I remember that now. And I did that one for you. Yay. And so I'm going to continue to travel around to where my subscribers are from. So we're going to be heading into Europe soon, and then back over to East Asia, and yeah, we'll go from there. So, but as always, I also took some care to make sure, Hero, that my next few sets of recipe shows the riddles for same ingredients, because there's some things I keep using. They're always going to be a bit original. I've tried to do that as much as possible, and I've tried to avoid dad jokes as well. If I could find anything original I haven't used yet, I've been doing that. So I'll keep on doing that because I want to entertain you. I want to keep you coming back. And we have again one new subscriber yesterday joined us. And they're here right now in Canada, but they're going to be moving off into Southern Europe soon, and I may be doing some shows where they're popping in to say hi as well. So that's going to be great. And that's about it. That's all I've got for today. That concludes my episode of Riddle Me Din Din for Happy Independence Day. Oh, you like that other? Okay. I have to take a look and see what I was wearing. Was it the one with the stars? It was like a white sheer with red stars on it, or blue stars on it, and a red waistband, like red straps, with a cowboy hat. I'll have to take a look. I don't remember what I did now. Oh, I know what shorts I'm doing. Yes, there are going to be a series of shorter Riddle Me this coming out. Yeah, and they're going to be for the DIY project, so I can keep you busy and add to the fun in your home. Because I think of the Riddle Me Din Dins, and I think of the DIY projects as part of our enjoying a staycation, having the most out of our house where we live. Alright, and also, you know, Hero, since you're the one, you are my most active subscriber who actually talks to me online and doesn't just view. Oh, and I'm seeing a second person here. Hello, whoever you are. If you're able to type, let us know who that is. It could be Dark Alice. It could be Tish Adams. It might be someone else. It could be Carm. Welcome in. We're just topping off the end of our red, white, and blue 3-part mini menu. in honor of July 4th, Independence Day, for my American subscribers who are my neighbors.